Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Weekly Oracle. I'm Laura. Thank you so much for being here. I felt strongly guided to tune into the energy of May 2025, and if you found this reading, trust that there's something here for you. The cards have already been shuffled and drawn. What you see before you comes from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Before pulling them, I invited in divine guidance from the Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Guardian Angels, all with the intention of receiving clear messages for everyone drawn to this space. Let's begin. The first card is the Uncharted Sea, and I'm going to hold it up here for you so you can see it just a little bit better. Yeah, Uncharted Sea. Get a good look at it. And see what happens. Okay. My impression is that this speaks of new adventures, stepping into the unknown without a map, taking a leap of faith, moving beyond your comfort zone, the excitement of the unknown, and letting curiosity lead. I think the seabird looking out at the ocean is adorable too. Okay, let's see what the oracle has to say. The Uncharted Sea. Your comfort zone is sometimes exactly that, a safe, familiar harbor you finally come to in yourself. You have a sense that you don't need more than what is available right where you've landed in life. Now, however, is not one of those times. Like the archetypal hero's journey, the universe is inviting you to step into uncharted waters. Something is stirring. Adventure is calling. You may want to resist this urge because it will involve leaving your comfort zone, but embarking on this journey is essential for your well-being. Navigating the uncharted aspects of yourself means you won't have a map because no one else has ever been here. On this journey, you cannot rely on the help you would typically expect from others who have gone before you. This new territory is yours to explore. You're invited to be a pioneer, a path maker, a magical cartographer who draws your map with your own life force as the link. This is the day to dive into novel experience and fully immerse yourself in the new. You don't know what the sea of possibility has in store for you, so stay curious and refrain from judgment or the need to label. Give yourself the time and freedom to be curious, without the limitations and boundaries projected by your memories or expectations. You are in an amazing place right now, and you will never be the same for surveying these waters. Well, that looks like fun. The second card here is Sacred Reverence, and I will try not to drop it, but I just wanted you to see it closer. Okay. Yay. My impression of this card is one of spiritual love. As I look at the imagery, I'm drawn to the flash of white light that seems to be shooting through the heart to illuminate the key. This speaks to me of a higher version of love, unlocking the heart and seeing the sacredness of all that surrounds us. Let's find out what the oracle wants us to know about this card. Sacred Reverence. Looking at the world, do you see all of life or only a limited part? When you look at a blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you see just an animal? While this categorizing is one way of viewing the world, it is only a fraction of the truth. It isn't enough. Look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living, sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirit, then you see the whole. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. Whatever your dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrating challenges, would you still ask your question from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you? Embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic, and you are tapping into this unity right now. No matter who or what is in front of you, see that person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy. Then you will know what to do for the highest good of all. What a beautiful message. Okay, let me show you the third card. Into me I see. Let me get a good look at that. Okay. All right. To me, this card speaks of gentle, honest introspection, the kind that feels nurturing rather than heavy. The woman is surrounded by glowing orbs and bathed in soft golden light, suggesting a sacred moment of inner connection. Her expression is serene, almost reverent, as if she's witnessing her true self with quiet acceptance and grace. So what does the oracle want to tell us? Into me I see. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises with a kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a greater understanding of yourself. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything as beautiful, even in its imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. Wonderful message. I love it. Tying these three cards together, I get a message from May urging us to step out of our comfort zone, take a chance, let our curiosity lead us to something new and engaging. And while doing this, know that spirit is everywhere, and whatever your dilemma or question may be, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. With this in mind, consider taking a risk by connecting with others and dropping rigid boundaries. Even if you can't really know what it's like to be in someone else's shoes, you can learn from their experiences. That wraps up our quick look at May's energies. If you're interested in a personal reading, you'll find the details in the description, along with the oracle decks I use, all available on Amazon. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I hope today's messages brought you insight or peace. See you next time.